Hey, back with you again. Now, before I get started, there's going to be profanity in this video. So if you're a parent with kids, you pause the video, get your kids out the room, and unpause once your kids are no longer in the room with you. Duh. Or put your headphones on. But those who are sub to my channel, you already know the drill. Ah, I was pretty quiet about this situation, especially how mainstream media for years and years has been dogging Chris Brown. Look, I agree with everything with Chris Brown, but you know what? I don't like how mainstream media constantly dogs, constantly, shits on this man, shits on this brother. So I don't like that one bit. So now this is gonna be another time mainstream media is gonna be looking real fucking stupid yet again. As fucking always, every time they try to start every time they hear some shit, when it turns out that Chris Brown was just minding his own business. Like there's been a couple situations. Like one time, someone said Chris Brown tried to start a fight with him, but it turned out the guy who said that tried to start a fight with him was the instigator. Then you had that one other bitch that said Chris Brown assaulted him at his own mansion when I think one of his friends or so-called friends brought this chick over, and Chris Brown said he didn't want no random people at his crib. So he kicked them out, rightfully so. And then turned out she says, he assaulted, but it turned out she was stealing. And then turns out that she was known to be a shit starter and a thief and a liar. And it turned out she fucking lied, you know, especially thanks to a little invention called a security camera is what also vindicated Chris Brown. And mainstream media doesn't want to talk about how, the bitch lied because they're looking stupid. And now you got this other incident where, I was hearing the mainstream media and especially, how the mainstream media, especially these Me Too times out fuckers, including stupid ass feminists, especially stupid ass black feminists, were jumping on the bandwagon saying, "Oh, it's his man, he's toxic and all that shit and blah blah blah." You know what? Not waiting for the facts to freaking come out. I just said, in my head, I'm like, I said this better be some bullshit because I don't think Chris Brown would want to be trying to get himself into trouble, especially considering he got custody of his daughter. So I don't think he's going to be trying to even do anything stupid. You know. Well, yet again, it's proven, that Chris Brown what like what that he was lied on. And it turns out the French model who they're trying their best not to release her fucking name, you know what? They need to release her name, especially considering this bitch made a mockery of fucking rape. And considering, I know people, who have been victims of rape, especially when they were children, and how it's affected them. And people who make mockery of rape, they're not only make a mockery of rape, they're making a mockery of the pain and the suffering that rape victims have to live with and carry with for the rest of their fucking lives. And I don't like that one fucking bit. So now, like she was saying, of course that French model, the bitch who made a mockery of rape. Because if I had a picture of this bitch, I would have shown a picture of this bitch, and I would have put her on blast like I usually do. So I'll post a link to the article, but I'm laughing my fucking ass off because right now, with I'm gonna put this meme. And I got this meme too, because of Tangle Web We Weave, because it turned out that, like I said, the bitch lied, or what a tangle web we weave when we practice to deceive. And then I'm going to be keeping this meme right here. That was saying, I see stupid people acting like they're smart. Because, when the report came out, first he was arrested, and then he was released from jail. And now, today, after, Chris Brown was released from jail, and then it turns out the bitch lied, and now she's saying Chris Brown did nothing to her. Now, guess what? Chris Brown, after he just got out of jail, I'm just laughing my ass off how the mainstream media is reporting the news about this because they're only doing it because they know. As you can see, I'm going to leave this meme right here. You done fucked up, right? Well, because Chris Brown came out saying he's going to sue that heifer and going to sue everybody involved. And I will say this. And also my advice, Chris Brown. You know who you should also sue? You need to sue lamestream media. And then for the rest of these stupid ass feminists, especially these stupid ass black feminists, and all you Me Too motherfuckers and all you Times Up motherfuckers and lamestream media out there, he better sue y'all asses too. And I hope he does. Because you know what? Like I said, like mainstream media needs their feet held to the fucking fire, big time. Especially the way they've been fucking with this man for years. And it's time he needs to teach them a fucking lesson. Sue their ass because he's already suing that bitch. And then even though Lane Streamier is trying to dance around saying well, he's still under investigation, but even though there's no cause to try and prove that he did, well, because I mean it's kind of funny and I'm reading the articles. I mean, I would have put an article on Reddit, but it's just so funny how the articles are really short and brief, and the articles are they don't want to say too much because about that the bitch lied, trying to dance around it because they're looking really stupid. So all I gotta say is to Chris Brown, yes, good for you, you're suing that bitch. And then and I will say this, you better sue lamestream media and everybody that jumped on the bandwagon before taking a step back. But another thing that even pisses me off is when now we got another piece of shit that made a mockery of fucking rape. And that's why, I look at these Me Too motherfuckers and these Times Up bastards as a fucking joke. And of course, and thanks to the hashtag First Them, it's pretty much exposed what this Me Too and Times Up bullshit and these stupid ass feminists, especially these black feminists, what the fuck they're on. And so obviously they don't give a shit about the victims of rape. Yeah, especially those that one bitch that even talked. Though I forgot her name. She was, I think she was one of them feminist heifers who said she doesn't care if she accused someone of rape if the person's innocent. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? But you know what? I'm really gonna indulge Chris Brown raising fucking hell and then plea, and I hope to God he sues lamestream media to no end. So to lame, and so I mean, any other will probably do it, from what it seems. And I will say this to lamestream media and to all the fuckers that jumped on the bandwagon, you done fucked up, right?